Welcome everyone to our first and live look at CompTIA's global e-learning platform, CertMaster. My name is Sam Snowden.
And I'm Ben Franklin.
From BluescreenIT, your trusted IT and cyber training providers. I am joined here today by CompTIA's Luke Barton, who will guide us through how the CertMaster platform works and can work for you. So Luke, let's start with who is CompTIA?
Brilliant. Thanks, Sam and Frankie. Thank you very much for having me on this morning. Absolute pleasure. I'm here to talk to you guys about CompTIA and CertMaster Learn. So first of all, who are CompTIA? For those of you that are not familiar with us, we are a non-profit global technology industry association, which obviously is a bit of a mouthful, so we've shortened that down to CompTIA. And there's lots of different aspects to CompTIA in who we are and what we do. We're not just about certifications and getting IT professionals into industry. There's a lot of other stuff that we do which helps us build up the organisation and provide these certifications. So we actually started around about the 70s, and we started off as an association, which was bringing together IT channel providers and partners, MSPs, vendors, you know, names like Microsoft, IBM, but also SMEs, anyone who's working within the industry. And the aim here was to raise the bar of the industry. And how can we do that? Well, it's by improving industry relations and getting everyone talking. And how can we do more within the IT community to raise that bar? So we're built up, we've got over 7,000 partners globally. Started over in the US, but we are now everywhere in the world. We also have a philanthropic arm, which is creating IT futures. And this is where we'll take people from challenging backgrounds who can't afford to go on fantastic blue screen training courses. And we'll get them trained, we'll get them certified, but most importantly, we'll get them a job. Again, realigning to our mission, which is getting skilled workforce into the workplace. We also have an advocacy arm as well, and you can see my CEO there, Todd Thibodeau, with Michelle Obama, and that's at the White House. And this is where we lobby on behalf of the tech industry. You know, we do lots of cool stuff in terms of the voice of the IT industry. Some of the stuff that we've done is working around drones, rules and regulations with the FAA. And working on tax charges and what it costs to the vendors to create tech to get it out into industry. So lots of cool stuff going on there. And then finally, we have the certifications, which, you know, we're here to talk to about today. But the reason I wanted to give you guys a quick overview on that was just to let you know that, you know, we've got our eyes and ears everywhere. If there's something going on in the IT industry, we know about it. And that's why our certifications are at the forefront of IT skills. So just to give you a bit of idea of geography, headquartered in Chicago, Illinois, over in the US. I must say myself, I'm based in our London office in Moorgate. However, due to current pandemic, I am in sunny Hertford at home in Hertfordshire at the moment. But we have offices all over the world, and we have a global reach, over 150 countries where we've certified IT professionals, and 2 million certifications issued, which is quite an astonishing number and something we're very proud of as well. So just a kind of summarization of our vendor neutral certifications. As you know, we don't specify in any type of vendor. We specify on the job. Our certifications are job role led, and we concentrate on the vendors that are specific to that job and relevant to that job. Our tagline is created by industry for industry. And, you know, this association that we've built up, this advocacy work that we do, we have connections with all kinds of IT professionals. And these are the guys that will come in and actually help us create our certifications. You know, we don't have some mad scientist in CompTIA Towers over in Chicago, Illinois, that actually comes up with these certifications. We'll reach out to IT professionals, you know, people that are doing the job, their managers, hiring managers, anyone that has any say in terms of what transferable skills this person needs to do this job role effectively and efficiently. They will come in and they will help us create these certifications, hence created by industry for industry. As I said, all job role led. When these guys come in and look at this certification, they'll do a job task analysis and they'll identify what skill set and what vendors are relevant to this job role. Again, you know, we're not vendor agnostic. Okay, so for example, in the A+, the infrastructure technician, most operating systems you find in the world these days are Windows, absolutely. So there is a huge element of Windows within A+, but we also look at Linux, iOS, and anything that will be relevant to that job. So a quick look here at our cybersecurity career pathway. In terms of, I just wanted to give you guys a feel of we can cater for any level you're coming into IT professional career, whether you have 0 or next to no experience. It's the IT fundamentals, and then you work your way up the chain. A+ being infrastructure, network plus understanding your networks, something that's absolutely vital if you want to get into cybersecurity. We have Security Plus, which is cybersecurity 101. Then we have the CISA certification, which is the blue team defensive certification. We also have included penetration testing, with mastery with CASP at the end as well. So I'm here today to talk to you guys about CertMaster Learn, which is our new learning product and something that Bluescreen can offer you guys to take you on your learning journey. We have 3 products in the market in order to help you certify, which is CertMaster Learn, which is the knowledge acquisition. This is where you're going to be picking up the skills and acquiring this knowledge and retaining the skill set for the certification. We then have Labs, which is practicing these skills that you've acquired, but in a safe environment. And then finally, we have CertMaster Practice, which is confirming mastery. It's confirming the knowledge. Okay, it's practice questions. It's getting you exam ready once you have acquired the knowledge and practiced it in a safe environment. But today we're going to focus on CertMaster Learn, which is something I'm very excited to share with you guys. So if technology doesn't let me down, we're going to switch straight over to CertMaster Learn. Guys, can you see my CertMaster Learn screen? Are we on the home page okay?
Yeah, we can see.
Brilliant, fantastic. So today we're going to have a quick look at the A+, the 1002, which is the second exam in the A+ certification. You have to have passed both in order to hold that A+ certification. Now, as you can see, this is the home page. This is the first thing you're going to see when you log on. And it's quite a clean, self-explanatory program here. And we do have a getting started with CertMaster Learn. So anyone that is unfamiliar with the program, I mean, we're going to have a walkthrough today, but we do have something in here which will show you all the functionalities and what buttons mean what, for example. But the first thing you'll see here, and the first thing you'll notice in this big red square is there's numbers. And that's days until. And that's because we do days until exam. And we found that one of the most effective ways of you finding that extra 10% when you're doing your learning is knowing that you've got an exam coming up. I think, think to any training courses that you've ever been on, and if you know you're being tested at the end of it, suddenly you're going to start paying a bit more attention and find that extra 10% from somewhere. Again, this is to help you with your time management. Okay, so for example, we can see we've got 92 days until the 23rd of October, but say suddenly you wanted to have this finished by the end of September, for example. Okay, we set that deadline. That's now changed to 69, and that number will go down every single day, and that includes every single calendar day. It's not just working days, it will include your weekends as well, and any bank holidays, etc. What you can see here is our knowledge goals. So this is telling us how many knowledge goals we need to complete per day. Now, what is a knowledge goal, you're asking me? I can hear you all saying it. A knowledge goal is the amount of points that you will pick up by completing each topic or activity within a lesson. So for example, in lesson 1, topic 1A, we can see that is 17 knowledge points. So by completing that, you will add 17 out of the 22. Again, in terms of time management, if you hover over this little clock here, it will tell you how much time you're really going to commit to it. So before you get stuck into it, it will give you an idea of how long it's going to take. Now, of course, when you are in these topics or in these lessons, you can dip in and out of them and it will record all of your progress. But, if you're like me and you're a bit of a control freak and you want to know how long it's going to take you and commit to it, that's what that is there for. Now, the 22 goals, if you're hitting 22 of these knowledge goals, you will have completed all the content in here in your 69 days, ready to go ahead and sit your exam. However, if you have a really productive day, or if you're looking to cram in some learning and you end up doing over the 22 knowledge goals, this number will accrue and your average number will actually come down. Okay, so if you do, for example, you do 100 knowledge goals today, this average number of 22 is going to go right down. Okay. Likewise, if you have a really unproductive day or you're not doing anything over the weekend, you've got a wedding, you're down sick, whatever, likewise, the knowledge goal average number will go up as well. Okay, so again, it's just helping you keep on track of how much you need to be doing per day. You've then got your overall learning plan progress here, which is a percentage. And as you can see, this particular certification or exam module will have 1,563 knowledge points. So that's how many you're going to have to get through to complete the course. Okay. So we'll get stuck into some of these lessons and what actually that looks like. So lesson 1, topic 1A is identifying common operating systems. So we're going to get stuck into here. And here's a quick overview of the lesson we're about to get stuck into. Okay. Now I'm going to try and go, it won't let me go any further because you will need to review this and it's going to ask you to rate your confidence. Now you need to be as honest with yourself as you can be, because that's only going to help your learning, because we're doing this for reporting reasons. So at the end, you can go back and you can look at the sessions or the lessons that perhaps your confidence wasn't that high on, and we can go back and take a view at these. So I'm going to go medium confidence and get stuck into here, okay? Then we've got the exam objectives covered as well. Again, I can't go any further until I've rated my confidence going into this. And then we get started into the actual content itself. Now, in these lessons, you will see that we've got a mixture of text-based as well as image-based. And we also have some embedded videos in some of these as well. We might get lucky and see one of those today. I'm just selecting random confidence levels here just to give you guys an idea of the reporting. Here we go, we've got some imagery here. All of this content is exactly what you would cover in a classroom or have in a study book. Everything you need to be able to understand the skill set for the certification will be in this knowledge acquisition element of the course. And we're just going to whiz through here. We've got 15 of these. I'm just hoping we might bump into an embedded video in here, guys. So what we've actually done is partnered up with IT Pro TV, who are a worldwide leading vendor of video training. We've actually built some CompTIA studios in our HQ and working with those guys. So we have our own guys which are delivering some bite-sized videos to go along. So we haven't come across one of those, unfortunately. We might see one a bit later. But here's an overview of the topic that we've just done. Okay, we've earned ourselves 17 knowledge points today. Fantastic. That's 17 out of our 22. Okay, we can also see the lessons that we felt confident in, medium confidence, low confidence. And you can always go back and review these lessons as well. Okay, you can see your confidence levels, high, medium. Again, everything's hyperlinked for you to be able to go back. You can also bookmark as well as you're going through the sessions, bookmark them. Okay, and if you really want to go completely online and no ink or paper, you can also make your notes in here. Save those as well, and you can go back and review those. Click on your notes there. Again, hyperlinked to the actual lesson. Again, bookmarked as well, and confidence levels. Okay. So that's what a topic looks like in a lesson. So we've gone through some of that knowledge there. We're then going to go through and review these activities. So at the end of each topic, we're going to review all of them. Okay. And we've found through research that one of the most effective ways of retaining knowledge is through flashcards. Good old-fashioned flashcards. So again, these will be directly aligned to the topic that we've just covered, okay? And it will give you, it'll either give you some buzzwords or it will ask you a question, okay? And you'll click over, and if you answered that correctly in your head, okay, yes, no, and kind of, all right? Again, this is purely for your own revision and self-reporting and being able to go back and potentially look back at stuff that you weren't so confident on, and stuff that you are confident on, you don't need to spend as much time on, right? Okay. So again, we've earned ourselves some more knowledge points for that as well. And we can go back and again, review these flashcards. We've got a list version. Okay. And you can go through and review all of those. So then again, we've got another topic. We've got another review activity. We've now also got lab activities in here as well. Now, the lab licenses themselves are not included with CertMaster Learn. However, Bluescreen offers some great bundle options where you can bundle the CompTIA labs with the CertMaster learning program. And basically, this will give you the scenario, all the exercises that you need to compile to go ahead and practice this skill set, which you've just been learning in this lesson. Again, you're going to be rating your confidence on this as you go through, finish your task. But the CertMaster, the CompTIA Labs licenses are a separate purchase. Again, you can bundle these up with Bluescreen. Again, that's labs, reviewing activities, and what we'll then get when we get to the end of the lesson is actually we'll have some practice questions. Okay, so we'll go into these, and these are multiple choice questions. Okay, go through there, see I got that one correct, brilliant, and it will give you an overview. Likewise, if you get them wrong, it will tell you what the correct answer is and where you need to go back and review that. You can also switch the review answer off, so if you want to go through it completely blind without knowing what the answer is, okay, like very much like an exam, and then you go through there. Okay, we've got our knowledge points, we've got 33%. We can actually go back and review those ones as well. So as we go through, we can see what we've got right, we've got wrong, etc. Again, still available for bookmarking and still available for notes too. Go back to our learning plan, okay, and then finally, so we've looked at the practice questions. One thing of note as well with the practice questions is they are a set bank of questions. Those questions will never change. They're purely there to help you with your knowledge retention. It's not to be used as mock exams or sort of reviewing the content that you've done with more questions. That's where the CertMaster practice comes in. Again, that's another product and another product that you can bundle up with the guys at Bluescreen. We've then got performance-based questions. Okay, as you know with our exams, it's not just about multiple choice and remembering what you've read in a book. We're also looking at putting you in a scenario and solving a scenario with the skills that you've just picked up. Okay, so here's your scenario. Some of them are drag and drop, some of them are click exercises. You know, there's lots of different things where it's not just a case of hoping for the best with 1 out of 4 going there, and we can see that I got 14 out of 28 correct. Again, gives you an overview and it will tell you where you need to go back to review that. So finally, once you have completed all of this content, we do have an endpoint assessment in here, 90 minutes, 90 questions, just like a real life CompTIA exam. Strongly urge you to do this at the end of the content, because again, this is a fixed final assessment. These questions will not change, and this will give you an idea of whereabouts you are in terms of your exam readiness. If you get 100%, brilliant, good for you. If not, perhaps you need to look at some CertMaster practice as well. The flashcards can all be found in here. Okay, we've got 616 for this particular certification, this exam, and you can go through all of these. You can actually filter them as well by topic if you want to, and change the correctness. Because I haven't gone through these, you would see yes, no, kinda, and the unanswered as well. And then we also have a game center. Okay, gamification, big buzzword within e-learning. This is just to help you break up your learning, but also improve your knowledge retention as well. So for this one, we've got card picker. We've got 3 lives at the top here. What Windows utility would you use to back up data files in Windows 10? Click on that, and I've got that wrong. Okay, I've lost a life, just like Zelda. Okay, moving on. That one wrong as well. I'm not on for a win streak here, fingers crossed. No, didn't get that one either. So I'm straight out, and I didn't even get a score. That's embarrassing, sad panda. But we've got lots of different games here, okay, for you guys to try out. And again, it's just there to help you split up the learning and have a bit of fun with it as well. And then finally, we've got some resources for you guys to download. You know, we have mapping the course content to the exam. There are also some presentations in there as well to go through the content. This is mainly aimed at the instructor-led, if you were to do this virtually led. But we've included those in the self-study as well for you guys. So, and you know, finally, we look at the reporting, okay? And this is where all this, you know, information that you guys have been entering as to whether how confident you are, how correct you've been getting questions, this is all implemented in here into your strengths and weaknesses. And this gives you an idea of where you're at, what you need to focus on, where you need to go back to, and perhaps go from intermediate. We want to get, you guys want to be getting advanced to expert in all of these fields to be exam ready, okay? That is the CertMaster Learn for the A+ 1002. I think we've covered everything there, guys. Was that how does that sit with you?
Yeah, I think that was a good comprehensive review there, Luke. We've got some questions which have been fired in from our audience.
Brilliant.
So
fantastic.
So yeah, first question I've got, and then a lady asks, who's the platform actually aimed for? Is there anybody in particular?
Great question. In short, this is aimed at anyone who's aspiring to complete a CompTIA certification. It doesn't matter how much experience you've got. Sorry, my alarm's just going off there. It doesn't matter how much experience you've got. As I said, if you're coming in with zero, next to nothing, or if you are already experienced and you've been working in the field for years, it doesn't matter. You know, the CompTIA exams, they get refreshed every 3 years. There's always something new to learn. This is aimed at everyone.
Brilliant.
I got a quick question from Darren. He asks, is the platform the same across all of the different courses? We talked about the A+ there, but if you wanted to do Linux Plus or Networks Plus, does it give the same feel?
Great question, Darren. Yes, absolutely. The exams, the feel for this platform is the same across all the exams. Okay, there's consistency everywhere there in terms of the hyperlinks, the functionality. All that changes is the actual content for the exams.
I've got a question from John in Yorkshire. I've seen other CompTIA courses online, like Udemy. Are they the same as these?
Yeah, another great question there. In short, no. This is official CompTIA content. The only place you will find official CompTIA content is directly from us. Again, you know, we create this content to align directly to the exams that we have produced. Again, using industry, we have a huge learning team that have put this content together. So there is other content out there, but nothing is official CompTIA content like this.
Sean's just asked a question. Can you complete these on a tablet?
Yeah. It's web-based. The program is web-based. You can complete this on anything with access to the internet. Obviously, computers, laptops being preferred. Tablets work, absolutely, yes. However, I would avoid doing this on your smartphone because those performance-based questions could be a bit tricky while you're on the train being nudged.
Stevenage Steve says, some of the courses are not available. Will they become available in the future?
Yes, absolutely. So what we will do as and when certifications are re-released or updated, which is every 3 years, that's when we will bring the content out. One of the main drivers for us having this content is that we're able to release the updated content in line with the launch of the exam. So I think there's a few out there at the moment, Server Plus, Cloud Plus, they're on their way, certainly.
I've got a question from myself, Luke. Ex-MOD, I used to travel all across the world. Do I have to do these in the UK or can I do them anywhere on the planet?
No, great question. Again, you know, this is internet based. Once you've got your purchased your key and your access with Bluescreen, you guys can access this anywhere in the world, as long as you've got an internet connection, right?
And would you say from a setup point of view, would it be handy to have a second screen to kind of support your studying?
Yeah, great question, Sam. The program alone, you can work on with one screen. However, if you are doing lab work or if you do have a book that's open as well, a second monitor would be great setup for it as well.
Okay, and can you just clarify again? So how long do they have to complete the course?
Sure. So,
yeah,
great question. 12 months the licenses last for. Okay. Now this is 12 months from activation. Okay. So if you purchase it from Bluescreen, it's not 12 months from purchase. So if something comes up in between the purchase or whatever, it's as soon as you log in and activate that key, you've got 12 months to complete the course.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Have you got any other questions there, Frankie? We've come in.
No, just conscious of time. So right. I think we'll call the questions there.
Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us. I hope you have a better understanding to how CertMaster can really help you to achieve your IT and cyber learning goals. So for more information, you can obviously jump on to BluescreenIT's website, www.bluescreenit.co.uk, or for Luke with CompTIA, and your URL is
CompTIA.org.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate your time, and hopefully see you soon.